I've been trying to get ready and trying to get ready and trying to get ready, and finally I came to the realization I'm not going to be ready. So here we go anyway. Well, first of all, this is mainly a test to see if you can see me. Hello. And see if you can hear me. Hello. Let me know if you have trouble with the sound or the picture, either one. You know, I'll go ahead and get these out of the way. And then there's also okay, so we never have to do that again. This is video 0. Mental note, I need to number all the videos and you need to be able to see the number. This is a kind of a meta presentation rather than a real presentation. This is what I'm going to try to do. So I'm going to call it a plan. Another thing for you to note in your email response, is that writing big enough? I can write bigger, I can write smaller, but I've got, as you can see, very small whiteboard space to work with. Number one, the plan is to put videos on YouTube. You got to spell YouTube correctly. Already. Excuse the dogs. The YouTube videos are where I'm going to be presenting new information, the stuff that would have gone in a lecture. The pacing is going to be... Try out! No! The pacing is going to be a little off because I don't have you to slow me down with questions and to help me fill in the gaps. So that's going to have to be done outside the videos, unfortunately. But that's where you'll see new material. The YouTube videos will be about 90 minutes a week. But it's not going to be a 90-minute video, heavens no. I couldn't stand myself for that long. Not even a half hour. I think the videos are probably going to be, my plan is about 10 to 20 minutes each. Each one will be focused on one particular topic. Probably something you need to know for the next project, the next lab, the next homework assignment, whatever, something like that. So don't leave any videos out. Watch all the videos, and I strongly recommend you watch them all the way through. The other part of the plan, actually there are 3 parts. So the second part of the plan is Hangouts, chat. That's where we'll do our final class meeting of the week. If I'm doing one video for all my classes, so if you're in Tuesday, Thursday classes, this is the last regularly scheduled. Man, this is making me really nervous, really weird. You'd think that having people in front of me would make me more nervous, but no. Having to talk to a camera with no people is much more nerve-wracking. Hangouts, chat, okay. That's where we will have our last class of the week. Whenever that may be. That'll either be on Friday, if you're Monday, Wednesday, Friday class, or Thursday, if you're Tuesday, Thursday class. But we will get together, and the goal of this, for me, in my mind, my evil master plan, is that we have a text chat where we talk about the material that came up in the videos and the example programs they're related to and all that kind of stuff, so that if you have questions, that's the time to ask questions, and everybody else can see your question, everybody else can see the answer. And since it's a text chat in Hangouts, Google Hangouts chat, I will send you an email to let you know when one of these is coming up. We get an automatic transcript of it, so you can see everything everybody asked and everything everybody said in response. And then 3, the third and final piece of my plan is also Hangouts chat, but this is the Hangouts video chat. Hangouts chat with video. What I'll do is, what I'm planning to do, is actually hold my regular office hours. This board won't be still. I'm going to plan to have my regular office hours, which, if I recall, are 1 to 2:30, 5 days a week. But we can meet up there other times. You can send me an email and make an appointment, just like it's real office hours. All of this is strange. All of this is a strange new world. I understand that. But still, these are the closest approximations that I can think of. So here we go. We've got YouTube for lectures, the review already. Hangouts chat, the last class of the week. That's where we type in our text questions and answers. And then Hangouts chat video, like we practiced the other day. That's for office hours. And you can just pop in. It doesn't have to be related to class stuff. If you get stir crazy because you're all alone on a mountain or something and you just want to see a video of someone else's face, then you're welcome to come by. We can talk about computer science material. We can talk about dogs and cats. We can talk about food. We can talk about someday cleaning the house. whatever you want to talk about. So, what have I got here? My elaboration. I'm not going to write all this on the board. Oh, that's something we're really going to have to get used to with such a small board. If you thought I abbreviated before, you wait and see what's coming in these videos. You are really going to have to pay attention and listen to things, because I might accidentally just kind of mention something off to the side or write it heavily abbreviated on the board, when in fact it's pretty important. So you'll have to keep me honest that way. Bring it up in the chats or send me an email. I've already got my elaboration on the YouTube stuff. About 90 minutes a week, 10 to 20 minutes long. Watch them all the way through. Okay, I won't wag my finger in your face anymore. Text-only discussion, last class period of the week. I'm going to put that required attendance. I want everybody to show up for that text chat, question and answer. That's where I'll be taking attendance, in air quotes. And what I'll do is I'll just check off on my attendance sheet who shows up. You can just show up and say hi and not say anything else, and you'll be counted present for that last class period. Same office hours, 1 to 2:30 or by appointment, and that's all. That's all. Now, our very first color switch of the new dispensation of courses to green, because green was handy, and that's not a good green. You've got to let me know also which colors seem to work pretty well and which ones don't. I'm going to switch to darker green. Some notes / recommendations. And that's still not a good green. So I'm going to give up on that. Back to black. Recommendation note number 1. This is a big one in a box. Check your email. Check your email. Most of the official communication for this class, for the remainder of the semester, is going to be by email. I'll send you announcements of maybe an upcoming special meeting, or pay really close attention to this in the video. I'll also send you an email with the link to every single video I put online for this course. And if I'm talking about example programs or new materials or whatever in say video 19, then the example program that's discussed in video 19 will actually be attached to that email. So it's like the email is a one-stop shop of everything you need to know about what's upcoming or announcements or anything like that. That'll be how you turn in your assignments, how you turn in labs and homework and programs and everything else, all back and forth through email. So check that regularly, please. I would say at least once a day. And you know what? We'll break the seal on this. That's the very first gold star of the new flavor of the class. We're going to get all this new stuff out of the way right here on the very first day that doesn't even count. Okay, 2. 2 is going to be strange, but I'm going to get on my soapbox and try to make a strong case for it. 2 is take notes. And by that I mean, as you're watching these YouTube videos of 10 or 15 or 20 minutes, I would say get pencil and paper or pen and paper, whatever you use, and write down lecture notes just as you would in the class. Now there are a variety of reasons for that, some of which I might forget while I'm making my sermon to you, but one of them is you're making a more personal, close connection to the material. If you are thinking about it at least enough to be able to write down in your own words the high points of what's going on, the terms and definitions and so forth, if you do that, then it's going to be sinking in automatically more than if you just passively watch it like you're watching a cartoon on Netflix or whatever. I mean, it's a more active engagement with the material, and you're not going to have to study as much. It's going to sink in better automatically without you having to do anything special. What was that? That was 1 point. What else? Oh, when you do need to use something that I've said or example programs or whatever as references to complete a big project or a program or whatever, it's going to be a lot easier to go back and refer to your lecture notes than it would be have to go back and watch all these dull, boring videos all over again. Good grief. Be a fate worse than death. Trout, can you stop? Okay. I have dogs in the house, by the way, 5 of them, and they each have their own individual needs. I suppose we'll probably have introductions to them at some point through the semester, but today I'm just trying to cover the basic how we're going to do this points. Take notes. I do that myself. I actually, you know what? I should have done this. I should have shown you an example. I do take notes when I watch videos online. I'm trying to learn a new computer language or trying to get used to a new system. I take notes in multicolors and highlighters and everything. just as if I'm sitting on in a lecture. And at the end, I've got my own outline. I've got my own set of notes that might as well serve as a textbook for whatever it is I'm trying to learn. Okay, enough on that. Enough speech on that. Bullet point number 3. We always have to have at least 3, ideally 3, just like in fairy tales. 3, set up a regular schedule. Whoops, got to be consistent with the way I check, take, set. Set up a regular schedule. Now, our class meetings, whoops, air quotes from that, class meetings are asynchronous, which means you do them in your own time. You roll your own class time and your own schedule and all that sort of stuff. You don't have to hit a particular spot at a particular point, except for the, except for the last class of the week when we have our chat over all of the videos that I've posted that week, the whole hour and a half of them. But I would still say, act like you are going to school and having to be at particular classes at particular times. I know you're taking other classes. You're going to find this much easier to pull off successfully if you have a regular schedule where you work on this class at one particular time, work on another class at one particular time, and so forth. It's just, you know exactly what you're going to need to do throughout the week, rather than, oh, well, let's see, I'm going to wait and watch those videos later when I got time and so forth. You will never find time. If you wait until you have enough time to go back and do this stuff, that'll never happen. It has to be front-loaded. It has to be built in up front that you're going to be watching the videos at a particular time, working on your programs at a particular time, and then the specific time that you have to show up for me for this class is the Hangouts chat, and you can drop by at office hours anytime. Now, can I enforce these? Can I require you to do these? No. What I can do is appeal to your desire to develop adulting skills. And this is part of what you've got to do. You've got to kick your own butt. You've got to be your own boss. You've got to tell yourself that you're going to stick to a regular schedule and watch the videos all the way through at a particular time and be ready for the discussion that comes up. Otherwise, you are going to get behind, and it's just as bad to get behind in this class online as it would have been to get behind in the regular class at school. Except we don't have that automatic built-in structure here. There is not anything that is going to force you to show up at a particular time so you can sign the attendance sheet and make sure you're not absent. I mean, you're going to be watching these videos at your own time, and I don't know if I should admit this or not, but as far as I know, there's not any way for me to check and see who's watched the YouTube videos and who hasn't. I will figure that out indirectly when we're having questions and answers, and of course I'll figure it out when you don't know how to do a project, or you do. But please, find some way to set up a regular schedule so you're working on these things in time. You know what? This is going to be a full-blown video the whole time. Number 4 is unofficial. I'll put that down here in parentheses. And I'm going to try to stop talking 90 miles an hour so that it sounds like I mean this. We got this. You guys have been online your whole lives. It's not like you're an old man having to figure this out like I've been madly scrambling trying to do for the last week. You know how to do stuff online. You watch videos online. You do all this asynchronous stuff anyway. Don't stress out about this. I know there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of wild and crazy stuff out there in the world that you have to deal with, and a lot of it could be in your family, it could be you personally, all sorts of things. But don't make this class an additional source of stress. This should be a relief from that, if anything. Wow, look at that. A relief from stress to take your computer science class. Whoops, I touched my face. Sorry about that. I'll see if I can go back and edit that out so I'm not a bad influence on you. But please, just do these things, these bullet points, and please everything. Please send me an email if there's anything that's amiss here, including that I've just now recorded a whole video without any sound whatsoever, or you can't see me, or I am going to be wearing better clothes most of the time. This is video 0, so it doesn't count. Okay? And I've already eaten up almost 15 minutes, and Trout is dropping toys at my feet. Aren't you, Trout? Wanting to play? You know what? Let me see if I can show you. Oh, I can't. I've anchored my iPad so it won't fall to the floor. So I'm going to close this one off and say we'll get busy. We'll hit the ground running and do this stuff for real starting very soon. In fact, on Monday. See you online.